Hello. Today's lecture covers the universe's principles and geopolitical survival strategies, as conveyed by Mr. H.K.Y. How our lives are positioned within the measure of the heavens, and what path South Korea should take moving forward. Here are the key takeaways summarized. These are the three main pillars of today's lecture. First is spiritual energy and, as a measuring instrument, encompassing the cosmic energy in the name, and the trials of heaven. Second is the essence and morality of life, examining 5 spiritual snares posed by the philosophy of Buddha, and the threats they bring to success. Lastly, the third concerns the geopolitics of the 5 elements. I will analyze South Korea's foreign policy strategy through the principle of the life-giving element generating flowers in the I Ching. Your name is the measure of the heavens, and a tonic. While existing forms of address weaken the body's energy and dismantle the spiritual protective barrier, the name of Reverend H.K.Y draws in the universe's infinite energy into the head. This absolute force, one that will not be cut, even if one pulls it from 10 billion people, is our strongest spiritual asset. The Bible's letter to the Hebrews speaks about people who, without realizing it, hosted angels. The new arrival comes to us in the form of the lowestly placed, testing our pride. If increasing wealth means raising the walls of hell, then heaven is an open space where entry and exit are free. What does the gate in your heart symbolize? Consider the example of Moses and the prodigal son. Moses was obedient for 40 years, but his entrance into Canaan was thwarted at the decisive moment of pride. Meanwhile, the prodigal, who squandered everything, received complete forgiveness when he repented of his sins and returned in the lowest possible posture. We must remember that the measure of heaven is not perfection, but humility. What does the current war in the Middle East look like? If you substitute the United States as the father, Israel as the prodigal son, and Iran as the eldest son, you can see the essence of it. In the absence of a spiritual energy God, in the flesh interfaith conflict is ultimately nothing more than a tragedy caused by foolishness that fails to read the wisdom of heaven. We are travelers who pass through a stop on planet Earth for a while, life passengers in a vast universe. Humans are no more than a speck of dust, but we must come to understand the philosophy of that the entire universe is contained within that tiny speck of dust. Let's put away the foolishness of knocking on the gates of hell with unnecessary arrogance. This is the final set of 5 gateways that successful people eventually face: pride, folly, cynicism, greed, and sexual immorality. Do not assume you're safe just because you have a ticket to heaven. According to these 5 tests, your spiritual level fluctuates moment by moment. The higher up you are, the more carefully you should watch out for this gate. Beware of the most deadly trap of cynicism. When you pass an audition at a big corporation, feeling superior or offering condescending comfort to a friend is a yellow card that chips away at your spiritual level. The attitude of genuinely respecting others that is the path to raising your level. The workings of the 5 elements. The principle that wood generates fire. South Korea symbolizes fire, the energy of fire, while the United States and Japan symbolize wood, the energy of wood. The principle of the I Ching is that wood nourishes fire, right? That, at every turning point in history, the United States and Japan became kindling and helped save. South Korea is not merely politics, it is the cosmos, very Providence. The geopolitical strategy of the Republic of Korea must be read through the flow of these 5 elements. Maintain a strong security alliance with the United States and Japan, while keeping a balanced, neither close nor hostile stance toward China as an economic partner. Only those who can read the energy flow of the 5 elements, not ideology, can secure the nation's future. The path to raising your spiritual level is clear. It is to understand the measure of a name, act with moral integrity, to overcome the 5 evils, and formulate national strategy in accordance with the natural order of the 5 elements. When individuals seek humility, and the nation establishes the principles of alliance only, then will we receive the universe's infinite energy and blessings. Hell is behind heavy gates, built from greed, but true heaven is open. I wish that heaven's blessings remain forever for you who have discovered the truth on this life's path. Through today's lecture, I hope your spiritual level will soar from 1.5 trillion to 500 billion immeasurable years. Thank you.